What's up, guys? It's me plus. Did anybody see some manga? So, bad joke. New location just for the video. So yeah, manga haul haven't had one since May, so it's been a while. I have 11 volumes to show you. Not a lot that I bought within the past couple of months. Most of it being bought within the last 2 to 3 months. And on top of that, it's Halloween themed, so yay! Alongside that, I have a new friend. Batman is going to help us make this video extra spooky. So this is probably the last manga haul for the year and last video for the year as well. So happy Halloween, Merry Christmas. Let's get into some manga. All right, so let's do this. We do this from first read to last read. I already spoiled the first one a little bit for you, so that's Kamen Rider Kuga, Volume 3. So, and it's in this beautiful shade of yellow that you can't see because of the spookiness. So everything's orange, but yellow, favorite color. I think this is pretty good. If you like kaiju, like Godzilla, example, Tokusatsu, Power Rangers, even though that's basically Tokusatsu is basically the same thing. This might be something you like. Alongside of that, this has a tinge of a detective story, so it's been good. Volume 2 was better. I'm waiting for Volume 4 to come in, so yeah. Alright, so next up I have Alice in Borderland in the Omnibus Edition, Volume 6. So, I don't know if the live action Season 2 came out before or after the last haul. It was really good. I don't think that either the manga, the anime, or the live action are any better than the last. I think they all have their own kind of charm. But yeah, we're kind of in the low point of the manga and the live action right now, which is the whole... I don't know what the arc is called. It's the one with the naked guy. I will say one thing about the manga. It has way too many side stories going on, and I find it incredibly intrusive. I wish you could just take it and cut out the crud in between, and then it would just be perfect. Now we got a read here that I like these, but I really enjoyed this. So I have Spider-Man Fake Red. It's kind of an omnibus, but a really interesting trim. I love this volume. I love how it looks and everything. It's got the marble on the side, and I really like this. This is kind of like a what if an otaku kind of guy, a high school kid, found Spider-Man's outfit or his costume and became Spider-Man. The art is spectacular. I love the character designs. I love the characters. I love the villains. I love this. This was really good. Alright, Kaiju number 8 fans, let's rejoice because the best ongoing shonen battle manga has another volume. That would be lucky number 7. So, in this really cool teal aqua color that you can't see because of the spookiness. And a character who's in here for like 5.2 seconds also, so very nice. But, nice cover, nice character, just kind of weird. There's the back, there's the side. Of course, we're in this kind of weird arc right now where Kafka's on a different story, doing other things, and I just find it incredibly... Let's just get back to the other characters. So, however you want to describe that. But Kaiju number 8, still really good. Still holding out hope that we get some really good stuff going forward. So these next 2 volumes, I'm actually gonna do them together because they kind of belong together. Personally, I've been getting into, I've been kind of diving back into and really enjoying more of Tatsuki Fujimoto's works. And well, the one that got me into it was actually Goodbye Eri. So I love this volume. I absolutely, I cannot tell you how much I freaking just love the look of this volume. It's wonderful, and that right there is like a gloss, but everything else is like a matte. So I want to get like the 2 short story volumes eventually from him as well. Possibly even rebuying Fire Punch at some point. Maybe even having a Tatsuki Fujimoto shelf is really freaking good. I like how I left a lot of things up in the air for you to interpret as a reader, and that's something that I really like, but I didn't think I would like. Give it a try. This got me back into Tatsuki Fujimoto, and if that's saying something, well, that's saying something. Next up, of course, alongside that, I got Look Back. So Look Back, yeah, Look Back, Look Back, Look Back. It was good. It was fun. It wasn't as good as Goodbye Eri, but it was still pretty darn good. And I'm gonna get those short stories soon. All right, so for this next one, it was a bit of a gamble because if you don't know, I dropped Orochi. A Drifting Classroom is the second best manga in my collection. I absolutely love it. So with that, how to show you. So the first of two volumes for these big boys for Cat-Eyed Boy came out, and I loved it. I thought it was actually Cat-Eyed Boy. Let me show you the cover. I love these volume designs. Also, they even have like the original like covers for the original volumes back in the '60s on the spines. Isn't that freaking dope? There's the backs as well. I love the design of this, and actually, after you read the volume, everything about the whole design of this volume really makes sense. It's kind of like the better Orochi. So Orochi is about a girl who's kind of has no memory, has no history, and she just kind of wanders around and finds people and their stories, and it becomes horror stories and yada yada. But this is a cat-eyed boy, a boy who's kind of like a demon. He's kind of like a yokai, but he was born amongst monsters, but he's human, so he's part human, I suppose, and he's just trying to make his way and find a place where he's accepted in the world. And through that all, there's these monster stories that happen, and I think it's absolutely wonderful because this has brought me back to being a Kazuo Mez fan 100%. I love this, and I recommend it to you guys as well. Next up, I have another edition of the Classic Collection manga from Seven Seas. So last year, or 2 years ago, I believe we got Greatest Heists. Or was it Heists? Yes. But this year we got Thick as Thieves. This was really good. So yeah, another hardcover. But this is awesome. I hope we get more of this. This is really good. I feel like with the first volume, I didn't feel the fun in it. And this volume, I felt the fun in it. Next up, I have the manga that I haven't completed yet. So some of this is stuff that I'm still working on. First off, in the horror department, we have the newest horror story collection from Junji Ito, Soichi. So I'm about that far, about a little more than halfway done with this manga. Soichi so far, I'm gonna say this. If you like the story collection, this probably won't be the one for you. This should have been just a side thing with just Soichi stuff in it. This doesn't seem right to be in the story collection. I would have rather they have taken this, put it in a single like Remina or those kind, but they put it into this, and it doesn't make sense to be in a story collection. It does not make sense in my opinion. It's a 3-star read so far, if there was ever a Junji Ito manga that I would ever consider getting rid of, it would be this. So next up, I have a manga from a mangaka that's kind of close to the heart for a lot of people in the community, because a few years back, a manga was axed that had a lot of promise to it. It was called Black Torch, and it had 4 volumes that came out in English. Personally, I read the manga way before the English came out. The artwork is gorgeous. The first volume and a half was beyond promising. I loved it, but I can see why it was axed in later volumes. But the mangaka's back with Heart Gear. This is volume 1. I read this in the store a little bit. I gave it a quick read. I want to make sure that I liked it first, but obviously I trusted the mangaka. Thought it looked really good. I thought the story, the things that I've read here and there, sounded pretty darn good. And I brought it home. I read about half of it really fast, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a full read still, but at this point right now, I don't know if I'm gonna continue with this manga. So finally, I saved the worst for last, which is not something you ever say, but that's so mean. I have the latest 2 volumes, volume 11 and volume 12, volume 12 and volume 13 of Magic and Muscles. So I have volume, 12. I read this already. This came out months ago. Purple. And then 13, which I just got. I haven't read yet. So for this one, I can't say too much. That's like an appeal. So I don't know, my orange, the Halloweening effect is anyway. So yeah, Mashal. At this point, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm just reading it for the Harry Potter aspects. I feel like at this point, it's just not there anymore, man. and I hate to say it. So not too much to say about it. And that'll be all the manga that I've read for the past, or bought, or both for the past couple of months. I believe it's 11, but you can correct me down below. Me and math are not friends. But alongside that, me and Batman will say our adieu. I'll see you guys next year, or whenever I post another video, or if I see you on Instagram or wherever else. So, see ya.